makes it all better. And it's anything that'll make you smile. Just like I see sun in the sky, moon in the water. I see the stars and you're beside us. You know I do. You are the breeze that I need more of when I'm with you. All we need is a little more time. Put your time together with mine. That's my happy place. I get in that vibe like every morning, especially if I'm like feeling some type of way. I always like to get myself centered and just some good ass music. And yeah, dancing is what I love. And I wanted to do this video today for you guys in regards to aligning yourself to your future self, and how I think oftentimes we get bamboozled when people tell us to be in the moment. And I'm big on being present, I'm big on being in the moment, but then I also feel that we exist in different parallels of ourselves. And right now, this that you see is the person that I created to be in this present moment. However, my future self and what I see and what I want is experiencing something different right now. And so for me, I have to pull that energy, I have to pull those emotions, I have to pull the people in that experience, I have to pull that feeling, I have to pull that desire out of that parallel of myself and bring it into the now moment in this 3D form, right? And you know, we're really powerful beings if we really take the time to indulge in concentrated thought and, you know, using our energy. You know, the same energy that you put on living in the past, worrying about the past, having anxiety about the past, all of those things, the only reason why you feel that way is because you went through it and experienced it. So it seems real to you, right? So what it did is that it created a memory. And so those memories are sparked by the feeling and the emotions that you experienced through whatever you went through. So if you can take that same desire, that same living in the past, that same, you know, place that you keep dwelling in, and move it into the future self and use that same energy, but in a more heart space centered aspect of yourself, then that's when you begin to bring those emotions and those feelings and those experiences into the same place that you would for your past. Does that make sense? So some ways, like for myself, what I do that I think it was very, very important, and the number one way that I will always align myself to anything is my orgasms. That is what I use them for. I am very aware of certain partners that I may dwell in when I feel like dwelling. Sometimes it is very rare because they can kind of throw you off the game that you're playing with yourself. You know, and so I choose to, the majority of the time, 99% of the time, just use my own sexual energy for myself. And, you know, being able to have intentional awareness and intentional drive and intentional piercing of your own parallel universe, you know, you begin to align yourself to things a lot faster. And so when you're in that space, first and foremost, it's all about the vision, right? The mind doesn't know the difference between the actual picture that you're feeding it and you actually being present in the reality of it. So it makes it super easy because all it is, it's a program. This is what TV's for. This is what, you know, symbols and signs are out there for, because they know that once you get it pierced in here, then you're going to follow that path. So that's how deception is formed. So when you're able to have intentional, you know, symbolism for yourself and intentional ways of producing this type of energy for yourself, to align yourself, to create a new life, a new earth for yourself, then that's when things begin to move a lot faster. And so part of this would be knowing your intentions, knowing your vision, knowing what your future self looks like, and breathing that in first, right? Just lay in your bed, take a couple of deep breaths, and get the vision, the feeling, and all of that in here. Once you do that, you begin to breathe it in, breathe it through your heart space, feel it, Just breathe it, feel it, breathe it, feel it. Say thank you. Thank you for this experience. And then when you're done doing that, you get into the central aspect of yourself where you begin to play with yourself. I don't like toys. I just know my body and know what I need to get myself into that orgasmic state. But you do whatever it is that you need to do for yourself. But yeah, so once you get into that feeling, that feel good, because honestly, heaven to me is orgasms. And oftentimes that's going to be the closest that you may get to getting into the piercing of, yourself and getting and shooting yourself into that reality. And so when you're in that feel good state and you're building and you're building and you're building, you just want to keep visualizing the people, the lover, keep visualizing the place that you want to be in, all of that while you're just engaging and engaging. And you're going to be heightening and you're going to be breathing and you're going to be expanding, and when you get to that orgasmic state, when it's in that, place of just getting juicy, that's when you just take a deep breath and you just say, thank you for this experience. And you just feel it all in your body. You just let everything that you've built up take over your cells, your mind, your physicality, your visions, all of your senses. And then just lay there. Do not get up. Do not just like, I'm done, I'm going to get up and do it. No. Stay there for as long as you can just be present with the feeling and just keep in that feel-good state. And if you can do this for 30 days, I promise you will begin to see things shift in your life like no other. A lot of the issues that we have right now is that we don't have any type of faith in ourselves. We don't believe in the powers that we possess. We don't take into initiative, or we don't take into consideration, the awareness of just being present with self. And not only that, I'm a firm believer that you have to tap into the future self that you see, and you have to dwell in your future self in order to pull that into the now moment. And so that's just part of, some information that I wanted to give you guys that I do for myself. And I think it's important to, live in a space of not just the known, right? Just because I can see something, because I can feel it, it feels real and true to me. Well, there's also the unseen realm of yourself that is dwelling, that is working behind the curtain. And, it really is this movie that you're playing with yourself. It's a game that you're playing with yourself. And you are the writer and you are the actor. And, you get to decide what character you want to play and how you want to play it, when you want to play it, with who you want to play it with. And then once you get into that space, it just becomes a beautiful experience, because you begin to see the animation of it all forming. And, you just sit back and just chuckle in observance of it. Is really like this transforming of your energy, and so just wanted to give you guys some encouragement to not forget to also dwell in the unseen realm of yourself, and don't be afraid to pull your future self into the now moment. And those are just some things that I would suggest. You don't have to do it. You can try it, see how it works out. One way for somebody is not a way for another. I just feel like sexual energy, and is the most powerful state that you can be in, and to just not let that go into the air and just not use it. Use it with intention, use it with purpose, use it with love, use it with, your power, use it with, all the energy that you have, use it with your cells, use it with your vision, use it with your mind, use it with your voice. Just use it. It's there. I promise you it's there. It's just there waiting for you to grab it and to make love to it and to acknowledge it. And, so that's it. I hope you guys are having a beautiful Sunday. Time to move on to my next destination. It's going to be a beautiful day today, and I will see you guys on the other side. Peace.